Well, hi all guys. I mean, I just now opened the app to see the counts on the shots, and it was 5.6k. Well, that's something which probably prompted me to come live at this wee hour of night. I mean, 5.6k, two subscribers. So that's a good deal of love from you guys. So I think seeing Ashish's dress, you guys have pretty well guessed what we are going to discuss. So DC are almost on the verge of victory, though with Powell out there, still there can be something different. But then, I mean, this game became redundant as Mumbai bottled another game this season for the umpteenth time, and Rajasthan became their final contender for the playoffs. So I would like to go to Ashish, and first I would like to ask him one thing which I ask him after every season in IPL. Where do you think DC made mistakes this year, apart from that Miller brain fade, which could have helped at least two to three teams?
Yeah, so obviously the Miller one, that was a game that DC actually gifted to Gujarat, and I'm
Well, if
not going to.
if DC won that, GT would have been on 16, so SRH could have qualified for top two. CSK would have been helped at one point, though CSK eventually didn't win. Even KKR might have been helped, who knows? So DC probably changed the
Do that
tournament.
that have helped us. If today we win, we end up at 14. With that 2 points, we were at 16. So we would have been the second, fourth team.
Yes, that's why I asked that apart from that brain fade moment, what are the mistakes you think? Because
Apart from
yeah,
yeah,
definitely
so
that
so
was one. But I think the
so
selection was haphazard throughout the tournament, the batting order and all.
yeah, just see, even at the beginning of the tournament, if people remember, we had even the shots that I had made. I had clearly, explicitly mentioned that DC doesn't have a solid opening pair. Uh, even today, the ones that played Kale, Podel, and Sahil, none of them are those explosive batters. You need someone who is explosive, who can, if that person gets going, and make the most of the power play. You don't have a battle like that, and if you don't have a battle like that, you are going to struggle. Look at the teams that have qualified. The first one is
RCB.
RCB. They have Phil Salt.
They have Virat, but they have Phil Salt. Bethel struggled a bit.
Yeah,
SRH
yeah,
just
they have
SRH
Phil
just
Salt
want to go. Abhishek,
and
having said
Abhishek and Head
everyone.
are there. Only difference is Gujarat, and then there is Jaswal and Suryavanshi. Both of them
Well,
have classic.
well,
So
Gujarat has a different philosophy altogether. They
altogether,
think
yeah,
bowling
and,
can
and,
win
and,
the
and
tournaments.
and although they, since they don't have that flashy things, they have immense consistency. So
Yeah,
they have
every year
great
they
stuff.
used to give them 500, 600 run
Yeah,
seasons,
yeah. So
and it's
both
not
of
and it's not that they're scoring at 120. They're scoring still at 150.
Yeah. So they are not like passers of the ball, but they are above average striking and calculated batting, and still uh, having the tons of run. They are making, they are compromised. They are like compensating on the consistency axis. So so that is how they are actually making the most of that. So Gujarat is that exception. Apart from that, even look at Punjab, uh, the fifth team, I reckon, and they even have Priyansh Arya. Prav Simran is not that batter who actually goes after the quick runs. He's that.
But still, I think Simran has done a decent enough. I mean, at least he has built his power rating. Yeah, Priyansh is that fearless kind of guy. He can hit the first couple of balls for six.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Priyansh is that guy. So you need one batter if gets going.
Not even
Who's
one, probably two. At this stage, you need two who can hit both of them.
Yeah, yeah. So with
Start
KL
off the block.
Rahul, he's that 500 runs player. Okay. Even look at Finn Allen. He failed in the tournament, but he gave you two matches. The 100 against KKR. Okay. The
And the
props goes
other
to
one
the
against
bowler.
you guys only, I think, in Delhi.
The props goes to the bowler. The target was small, but still the net run rate benefit he gave, and even if the score was big, he gave basically, with the bat he helped you on that match, and that 90 odd runs against one of the teams I forgot, Gujarat itself.
Yeah,
So with he
GT
gave
at
you
Eden
4 points.
and
He gave you
Delhi at Delhi.
Yeah, he gave you 4 points. So you need someone like him. You need a batter like him. Their first choice was Ben Duckett. I don't know how good Ben Duckett would have been, but Delhi Capitals needs to figure out a batter like that. And to be very honest, Delhi Capitals bowling was pretty good. Start came late into the picture, all this stuff, but the batting sucked. Batting
Delhi's
was horrendous.
Delhi bowling, I think, was one of the best in the tournament. At one point, all five of their bowlers had played three formats for their country. I mean, Stark, Ngidi, that CSK game, I remember they were playing Stark, Ngidi, then there was
Kuldeep
Natarajan,
Aksan.
he has played three formats, then Aksar, Kuldeep. So everyone, I mean,
And
highly
even if you
experienced,
look at
played
Mukesh,
multiple seasons of IPL.
even your six
Yeah,
bowler
yeah,
Mukesh has played from
you
across
have
the
got
formats.
you have got this guy also. Jamieson played a couple of games, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, yeah. So Chamira was also there. So
By
bowling
the way,
wise, they
will
were sorted.
they win this game? They need 51 of 18 KKR. Let's see.
Yeah. So and that Porel guy dropped the hat trick for Kuldeep. What the fuck? So
Yeah. Abhishek. Okay, Abhishek Podel. No, I think it was the slip catch, right? Who
no,
was
no, no,
Akshar was running.
no. But it was it feathered and
Okay.
Porel actually couldn't grab it. So the
Yes,
hat trick was not.
yeah. So I mean, Kuldeep had his best match today. Kuldeep had a season to forget after a long, long time, but he had his best match today, and Delhi will really feel that. I mean, Hemang Badani, I think, said in an interview that Mitchell Stark didn't come early, but I mean, just one player not being there can't be your excuse. I think you still had enough resources in your ammunition, and you just needed to make good use of it. It can't be that, and even someone like Christian Stubbs, I'm just pissed off with this guy. I mean, he has got all the talent, but he has just somehow chosen to be the
Out.
responsible guy who will
Porel
take
is
all.
out. Porel is out. Porel is out.
Sorry. Okay, no, no.
Porel is out.
Okay, Anukul is Anukul. No, not Anukul. Pavel is gone. Oh, and this Samir Rizvi guy also. I mean, he started off well, because of which they didn't play Ashutosh Sharma. Who I mean, Ashutosh Sharma is such a talent. He can win you games every day in day out. Coming down the order, you didn't play him for three games. Then I think they didn't play even uh, someone who was it. I think yeah, they didn't play Miller also for 2 3 games. Stubbs has been pathetic throughout the season. So these are things I think which hurt Delhi. So yeah, moving from Delhi now, any other team, if we don't have a lot of time, we will try to have another live. So probably we would try to keep the playoff teams separately. As of now, let's discuss on the ones who has got eliminated. So let's move to Mumbai. The most shocking results. I mean, full superstar team, all the World Cup players, superstar players, and what happens? Just somehow survives the wooden spoon.
Yeah, it was pathetic from Mumbai. It was nobody clicked.
Yes,
Nobody
what do you
clicked.
think Mumbai can do? I mean, Hardik Pandya, Surya Kumar Yadav, Rohit Sharma, Bumrah, so many superstars. Whom to keep, whom to
To
remove?
see, if I be honest, I won't be make. If I was with the Mumbai squad and it's gone, Anukul is out as well. The game is gone. The DC is winning it. So what I am saying is, uh,
Okay, so if DC wins this, I think for the first time since 2019, they will win a Eden. Before 2019, the last won in 2012. They always lose in Eden. They've only won two times, 12 and 19. 19, that match with Dhawan, I think, scored 97 in the chase, and
uh,
12
I
for
remember
Tottenham.
Colin Ingram, Colin Monroe, Colin Ingram, one of the guys, the South
Yeah, yeah.
African.
Yeah, it was calling Ingram.
Was with a
He
straight,
smashed
a
the
straight.
four, and then Dhawan couldn't score the 100, something which he scored a year later against us only at Sharjah, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, I remember that in match. Anyways, Mumbai Indians, nobody was informed. But if I was the Mumbai's management, I wouldn't make a lot of changes. To be honest, maybe I wouldn't make a lot of changes. I wouldn't go chopping Hardik Pandya from the team. I wouldn't be doing that. I will give one more chance in the mini auction, and then if things don't work out, I would probably make decisions in the mega auction. But in the mini auctions, I will not. I wouldn't want to make huge changes. To be honest.
Yeah, so I think for Mumbai, it's more about man management at this point rather than player management. They have all the talent in the house. You can't have a better team on paper, to be honest, than Mumbai Indians. But what is the issue? That's something they need to figure out. Yeah, people are saying you can trade Hardik Pandya to some other team, trade Surya Kumar Yadav. Maybe Rohit Sharma won't be even there a year later. Maybe 2028 he might retire. So I really don't know what they can do. Well, for now, let's shift our attention to maybe KKR and CSK.
For
Okay, so
KKR,
for
KKR,
KKR, let's do on another team. Someone who is repeatedly finishing in that part of the table. It's
Lucknow.
ex DC captain's team. I think you have guessed it by now. KTK Mohan Bagan.
Lucknow. Yeah, see,
Yeah,
Lucknow doesn't have a team, to be honest. Even at the beginning of that, we made a bold prediction that they will be at the bottom of the table, and they are at the bottom of the table. They literally don't have a team. They don't
Lucknow,
have.
Lucknow is
They don't
one of the
have.
teams who hasn't overperformed. They have proved we have performed the way we had the team. Yeah, we had a few individual good players, and because of their brilliances, we have won a few games. When Marsh scores, when English scores, maybe Puran scores a game. The bowling is decent enough. I think with Bharat Arun there, they're working heavily in the pace bowling unit. But you have so many liabilities, and your biggest liability is your skipper. You are paying him 27 crores, and he is scamming you for 2 straight years now.
See, but Rishabh Pant, the white ball player, he has always been in doubt. He has not been performing for quite some time. Okay, to be honest, Shreyas Iyer, Rishabh Pant's white ball game is not giving you returns. To be honest, okay, that is the first thing. Second thing is obviously the bowling. Bowling sucks. Uh, but the bowling is outperforming. I'm not going to say that the bowlers are not good. They are performing out of their weight. They are doing
Yes,
underweight punching. Bowlers
some
are doing underweight punching.
the bowlers,
You don't.
the bowlers are performing. Shami, Prince here, the Mohsin has had a great set. Yeah, I agree. Digvesh Rathi has regressed a bit since last year, but still, I think the bowling unit has potential. But what about the batting unit? Who is
Yeah, so
Himmat Singh? Who is Akshat Raghuvanshi? Why did you drop Ayush Badoni when he was performing?
yeah, but can't really say much. Can't really say much. They just came in to destroy KKR, and that's it. They just did one job, and that was to keep.
KKR, and also they were the one who destroyed our momentum when we won three in a row. And that innings from March, and then we couldn't win a single more after that.
So
Oh,
so yeah, so
that is
that
one
is
best match.
yeah. So that is what really happened with KKR with
Yeah, yeah.
NSG.
So yes, let's have a
Yeah,
quick
Puran,
recap.
I would definitely throw. I would definitely throw Puran out. Okay, I will not keep Puran. If I want him bad, I will get him for again in the auction, but I will not keep him like this. I will not keep him.
Yeah, he is getting, I think at this point 22 or 23. I mean something above 20 is getting, and with
I
that,
will
if you
probably
keep
choose
that
both
performance, it's simply not
Puran,
acceptable.
Puran, Mayank Yadav, and Ives Khan. I will release all of them.
Mayank
Uh,
Yadav and Rishabh Pant Saab.
these four players cumulatively consume 70 CR.
Yeah. So last, let's have on the other two teams, the five-time
Uh,
champs and the three-time champs. So
Yeah, yeah. So with KKR, see, with KKR, I will be very blunt. They were not able to figure out their best playing 11 initially,
yes,
and
correct.
Cameron Green was not in form, and their batting was not clicking. Once that started to happen, they were a decent enough team with whatever they had. They still need to figure out a few things. I'll quickly wrap up with KKR. They cannot have Raghuvanshi and Rahane in the same batting lineup. They have to make a decision of finding. Uh, dropping Rahane and opening with Raghuvanshi and bringing some Indian talent in the lower order. They have to figure that thing out, and that is which I believe should be done by KKR. Apart from that, KKR with the injuries and everything, and even if I be very honest, even if they had Patirana from the first game or Mustafizur from the first game, I'm not really sure how they would they have had the playing 11 sorted out uh, because as you know, they needed they cannot drop Sunil Naring, they cannot drop Green. They have to play a Finn Allen. So three slots are already taken. Now, if you don't play Porel, Porel, not Porel, Powell, then your batting is weak. If you drop, or else you don't can't play a foreign bowler. So that was a mix in which KKR was always stuck. So maybe finding some Indian guys who can actually, a lower order Indian guy is what KKR needs to do. You are on mute. You are on mute. You are on mute. You are on mute. You are on mute.
Yeah, I think they were really unlucky with Atirana. One, he could play only four over, only four, I think 1 over 4 balls, something of that sort, and then he got injured. But even if Atirana was fit, something which you said, since they are forced to play Powell because the middle order doesn't have enough power. Someone like Rinku takes a few balls to get set. Ankrish, Hane, pretty similar batters. So they are forced to play Robman Powell. Now, if they have to play Pathirana, they can't drop Finalen or Narain. So they have to drop Powell. Now, they can drop Powell only when they get the middle overs enforcer. Maybe someone like say Namandi, someone like a Shivam, though he's been in some poor form. Someone like a Shreyas. I mean, someone who can take down both pace and spin in the end overs. And only then they can play Pathirana. Anyways, I don't think they will retain Pathirana for 18 crores because he's given them a great deal. And their other death bowler, Mustafizur, was anyways removed 3 months before the season started. So they have to do some finding on the pace side. Vaibhav was poor. I feel Harshit Rana will come back. Kartik Tyagi. Kartik Tyagi was very good, I think, in this season because he really filled in the shoes very nicely. And also this bowler who is now batting, Saurabh Dubey, he bowled some good overs against Mumbai against GT also. That death over where he got the wicket of Josh Butler. So I think KKR has a good pace attack now.
But yeah, but KKR has it. But Vaibhav Arora, what the, that Bangalore game?
Vaibhav Arora, to,
Vaibhav
he
Arora,
is an absolute joker, man.
by Vaibhav Arora, just last next year if they get Harshit Rana with pair him with Kartik Tyagi, Saurav Dubey, you still have a better bowling attack. You might need a foreign pacer, but you need to scout for a lower order batter. You need to go hard. I don't know how KK are going to do this, but they have to scout a lower order Indian batter. They have to figure that thing out. And if you're not, because
They bought
other
this guy, Tejasvi Singh.
Tejas-
Yeah, he got
Tejas
only
Singh
two
from
games, but
DPL,
he hasn't impressed a lot.
yeah, I was always saying, why are you not playing him? Why are you not playing him? And then I saw him for 2 matches. I watched all the balls he faced, and now I know that probably in the nets also he was not giving it them those signs that he's ready for to play at this level, and that is why they were not playing him. Because I personally feel that KKR management is not like something like Rajasthan or Delhi or Lucknow. They are still sensible people, and if they are not seeing signs in them, then that's the case. And again, I will say that Rahane cannot be your opener in big 2026, and you cannot have Rahane and
Well,
Raghuvanshi in the same batting
to
lineup.
make things worse, Rahane has scored a beautiful knock today, and it's something he did in India also very well. Whenever there were talks of him getting
The
dropped, and he
last
scored
game
a
of the
brilliant
series,
knock.
the last game of the series, he will score runs. No, no, no. Now you are confused whether you have to
Well,
drop me or
he's a
not.
master in doing such tricks.
Yeah, that's exactly what he does. That's exactly what he does. And but yeah, tough. Like it was a tough, bad season for KKR, and KKR can should move on. But again, I will go back. Why did you buy Rachin Ravindra? He was not even fitting your template. He was nowhere trying to fit into your template. You just bought him for nothing. You just bought him for nothing. Let's be honest. KKR bought Rachin Ravindra for nothing. Uh, okay, that never made sense to me. And that's it. Like if you have to play a foreign pacer,
Yeah,
you have
so
the positives from the season is Raghuvanshi has matured enough. Kartik
yeah,
Tyagi, you have found a replacement in Kartik
Kartik
Tyagi.
Tyagi was brilliant, man.
Brilliant. It was very good. So these two are
Even this,
positives.
even this guy Anukul Roy, he's done well.
Anukul
This
Roy, yes. So Anukul Roy, Kartik Tyagi, and Raghuvanshi are your pillars. Now but you have to figure
also
a
you
team
can't
around them.
keep going back to Manish Pandey in 2026 and yeah, I understand he's an emotion for KKR fans with his performances over the years, but I mean this is 2026 to 2027. Manish Pandey can't be your first 11 player for 14 games. I mean, if that is the case, then there's some serious problem with this management. To be honest, Manish Pandey can be your backup player,
Yeah,
but he can't be your
yeah,
first
yeah.
choice.
yeah, but the things turn out like that, and but yeah, that's still fine. That's still fine. But yeah, I
Yeah, so
get
DC finishes
what
on
I get.
14 points. That Brentford from Miller has cost them the qualification.
See, if you remember, if you follow my status, I that very evening I had told one thing, that
Yeah,
at the end of the season we will see that
yeah,
KKR is
I remember
actually.
it was a Wednesday. The next game only, I think Mukul Chaudhary beat KKR the next day only.
I remember from that. I remember clearly. I had posted the same thing, that at the end of the season we will look back to
And
this one
at that
single
time,
game.
remember, GTS lost their first two games. They were on the verge of losing their third straight game, and now they are enjoying in the top two. So never ever
That's
give anyone a chance,
Yeah, yeah,
man.
that's life. That's life, and yeah, that's how life is. Anyways, so KKR is gone. Let's move to CSK.
Yeah,
We
so,
are running
so
out of time.
last is CSK.
But I would like to discuss Punjab separately. But CSK
Yeah,
again, CSK.
Punjab. Let us do on another day. I think
No, no,
today.
no. We will quickly wrap up Punjab. But
Okay, so you take on because I have already made a video on CSK, so you give your
okay, okay,
views.
okay. So my take on CSK is they probably played out of their skin. I didn't have much expectation from CSK. ठीक है मैं
First of
honestly
all,
I
they had. First of all, with every win came an injury.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that over the franchises, across the franchises, KKR has, sorry, CSK has a lot of injuries. But they found good players. Urvil Patel is a very good hitter of the ball. Kartik Sharma came in good. So the youngster did pretty well. Sarfraz in the games he scored quick
Yeah.
runs. Sanju Samsung scored hundreds and won them
Samson
the
is,
game.
I mean, he has been a
Okay.
revelation. Although don't
Dubé,
forget the
Dubé
kid
was
from
a
Mumbai, Ayush
Dubé
Mhatre.
was a flop. Dubé was a flop that probably hit it.
Dubé and Ruturaj forgive. I mean, especially Dubé after his form in the World Cup, I was really looking up to him, but he's disappointed. Ruturaj has been a liability for the season.
Rituraj is a
Coming
liability.
to coming to this guy, Ayush Mhatre, Akil Hossain, and even Mukesh Chaudhary to some extent, they did pretty well. If you
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you cannot forget Jamie Overton, the spells he bowled throughout the season.
On paper, I probably had rated CSK even lower than what they actually achieved, and with the individual brilliance and some people playing above their weight. I'm not saying above their weight, but above their image that they actually brought. You get what I'm saying? Like showcasing what they're actually capable of. That actually pushed CSK to even like ending up where they have ended. Otherwise, they would have enjoyed a spot next to LSG, depending upon the squad they had. To be very honest.
Yeah, in fact, after that win against LSG, I think at one point they were well in contention for a top two spot also. Yeah, they then lost three in a row and finished, I think, seventh or
Yeah.
eighth. I think they finished eighth. Yeah, they finished eighth.
So now the last team is Punjab. Okay, and the Punjab is very simple. The first 7 games they showed ego. They
Punjab,
like
well, for Punjab, I dropped the WhatsApp status. First half of the season, bus jeetna hai. Second half of the season, bus harna hai.
yeah, that's how
And
they
eventually,
roll.
that 8 point dikta came to hurt them.
They haven't seen like they started from there, then they started mocking. They scored 49 runs, and then they posted like 5.4 was 49 for one, and then Arshdeep
Well,
Singh.
once they beat DC, chasing 265, the cards came on from DC to Punjab.
They just sucked. Like, they
And
lost.
within 6 games, I mean, I just can't
like
figure
like
out.
like in
One
the
month
history of
before,
IPL, there will be they are the first instance of team getting eliminated because of their social media team. Okay.
I still can't figure out. I mean, today is 24th. They won that match against DC on 25th April. So in a month's time, I mean, from thinking of finishing on 22, 24 points to getting eliminated. I mean, how did that just happen? I think teams like LSG didn't do well. Teams like MI didn't do well. CSK were up and down throughout the season. But how on earth did Punjab get eliminated? I still can't fathom. Even if they had qualified as fourth, I would have agreed. But getting eliminated, I mean, probably one of the worst collapse, worst, I mean, what can I say, chokes in the history of the tournament. Well, I mean, Punjab waited, I think, 11 years from 2014 to 2025. So probably in 2036. maybe someone else comes and becomes Sarpanch Saab and wins them a tournament. Who will be the next hero? George Bailey, Sarpanch Saab, and who is the next? That I will be left to see. Preeti Zinta, I mean, she will be still cheering in the stands, and people will still be hoping that she will win a title. Well, so I mean, this time the table has been segregated in a very nice way. Top four all one title each. If you consider Sunrisers and Deccan separate entities, then I think there were the teams who. Then the other six, if you see, three are the top three teams of the league, and the other three are the three northern teams who are still fighting who will win the first DCLSG and this one PBKs. So whoever wins will win their second title. So I think yeah, that was a good discussion. It's already pretty late, so we can come tomorrow. We will try to come tomorrow for a discussion on the top four playoff spots: RCB, GT, SRH, and RR. So for
Yeah.
now,
So
yeah, a good
last time,
discussion.
last game in the season, we'll come back again as a Delhi Capitals fans next season.
Yeah, sure.
And
You will
on the
come back again
auction,
at
and
least.
probably on this very channel, we will be talking about the auction again and
Yeah,
delivering our
before
predictions.
the auction, we will do videos on the playoff week, and post that we will do videos once the trade rumors start floating around October. Say,
And
DC
then
will
the
again
auction that
DC will
happens,
again
maybe,
do
yeah,
some trading, and then comes the auctions, and the
yeah, definitely.
pre-auction, post-auction, and then the season starts in 2027, and Ashish will be back with a new version of the jersey. Well, is this year's jersey or an old
Yeah,
one?
this year.
Okay, nice. So he will buy another jersey next year, and he will come. Whoever leads Delhi, whatever happens, whoever coaches Delhi, Ashish, the fan will stay there for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So he's out. The onto the this was a 19th year, right? Onto the 20th year, maybe 20th year, we will be like for decades we haven't won anything, but don't
yeah.
lose
So
hope.
somehow, if the next year also DC doesn't win, then the third decade of IPL starts.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Great time.
Okay,
Bye bye.
bye. Okay, bye, guys. Good night. Cheers. Thanks.